welcome to your Pilates studio. This is a 10-minute balance session that's going to help you improve on your balance by working on foot and ankle strength, on leg strength and glute strength, as well as postural alignment and core engagement, all of which are going to help you improve your balance. We're going to start with the feet hip distance apart. We're going to be nice and soft through the knees, and we're going to start to think about that piece of string coming from the bottom up through the spine and out the top of the head, pulling us up towards the ceiling. Keeping that length in the spine, we're going to nod the chin slightly, so we keep the length in the neck as well. And with soft knees, we're going to start to tip and tilt the tailbone. So we take the tailbone all the way under and then out and behind. And we're going to gradually work our way to that midpoint. So halfway in between those two, we're going to take the tailbone down towards the floor. We've got a soft arch through the lower back, and we're going to try and maintain that position. So we're going to start to take the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you inhale, expanding the rib cage out wide, and then sighing the breath out through the mouth. And then we're going to use that breath. We're going to inhale through the nose, and we're going to draw in that lower abdominal, that hips to belt we think about, all the way in as tight as it'll go. And then we're going to release it slowly on the out breath. And again, inhale through the nose. The top of that in breath, drawing in that belt just halfway. And then releasing. And then again, in through the nose. Just pulling in a third of the way with that belt. Releasing the breath over the top. We're going to hold that position through the lower abdominals. Hold that alignment through the spine. And start to think about our ankles. We're going to roll them in and then roll them out. So rolling the feet in and out. Feeling what that does to the alignment all the way up through the body, through the knees, through the hips and glutes. And just like we did with the pelvis, we're going to find that midpoint. So somewhere in between those two extremes of rolling the ankles out and rolling them in. There's going to be a nice position where we've got a working foot. So it means we've got an arch that's lifted. We're not just allowing it to roll inwards. Okay, we've got a slight activation through the glutes. And we've got pressure through the heels and toes. From there, we're going to start to do a little bit of movement through the arms. So we're going to inhale, take the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, take them out and wide. Inhale, taking them up, exhale and wide. Start to use the breath to lengthen through the spine. So inhale, lengthen the spine as the arms come up. Leave that length as you take the arms wide. And again, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to use that breath to lift into the heels as well. So we're going to lift the heels, sweep the arms up, lengthen the spine as we go. And then we exhale, lower the heels and take the arms out wide. And again, sweeping up with the arms, shoulders down, exhale and wide. Keep that alignment through the spine. Lower abdominals gently pulled in as you do this. And try and keep the feet working. So you want to make sure you peel the heels off the floor all the way through the foot. Try not to let the ankles roll in or out, and then sweep the arms round. So working on foot and ankle strength with this. A little bit of strength work into the calves, and obviously working on our core engagement as well. Lift and sweeping around. Good. One more time, lifting up and sweeping out and around. Now we're going to sweep up, but we're going to try and stay up on the toes. Sweep the arms out to the sides, shoulders down, and you're going to lower one heel at a time. So we're going to drop down onto one heel, then press it and back up onto the toes. And then drop the other one, press and back up. So working on balance when we've got both heels lifted, working on foot and ankle strength on each side as we lower the heels. Lower and then press and lift. Down, press and lift. Keep thinking about the length through the spine and those lower abdominals staying connected. We're going to do a couple more to each side. Down and coming up. Last time to each side. Lowering the heel and up. Lowering the heel, coming back up. And then lowering both heels down, bringing the arms down. Now we're going to work side to side. So we're going to work the opposite arm and leg. We're going to sweep the heel off the floor, lift the opposite arm, and see if we can bring the knee up in front. If that's too much, leave the toe in contact with the floor, but get it as light as you can. And then we're going to bring the arm and the leg down, switching sides. Float the arm, the leg up, and then slowly bring them down. Try and move slowly with control, and try and think about the length through the spine as you do this. So as the knee and the arm come up, think about lengthening your spine at the same time. And then coming down. A couple more like this. Remember, you can keep that toe in contact with the floor if you need to, but just try and make it as light as possible so that you're balancing on the other leg. Otherwise, bringing the knee all the way up to hip height and then bringing it down. Good. One more time to each side. Lift and down. We're going to challenge this position a little bit more by adding some rotation. So the next time you come down, arms come out. We're going to lift just the heel. Either leave the toe connected with the floor or you can lift it up. Now we're going to rotate towards that bent knee. We're going to twist, come back, and then lower the foot, switching sides. Float the other foot up, either just the heel or the whole knee. Keep the knee facing the front. Don't let it twist with you as you go towards it. Coming back. Bring the knee down. A couple more to each side. Float. Bringing the knee up or leaving the toe down. Twisting towards it. Coming back. Try and keep those feet working so you don't allow the arch to collapse. Keep the ankle strong. Keep the supporting leg working to hold you up. One more time to each side. Float. Bring it up. Come back. And down. Floating the other foot, coming up. Rotating. Back and down. From there, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. We're going to have a soft bend into the knee. We're going to be connected through the lower abdominals and we're going to hinge forward slightly. So we keep a nice neutral spine. We're going to have the hands on the hips and we're going to shift the weight onto the left leg. We're going to slide the right leg out and behind, and then we're going to bring it back to the side. Out and behind and back to the side. So the toe is touching the floor the whole time, but it's very light. All of the weight being supported on that left leg. Try and keep that left foot nice and active. So the pressure's in the heel mostly, a little bit through the toes, little bend in that left knee. Now see if you can lift that right foot off the floor so that it travels behind you and back without touching the floor. Now we're going to see if we can leave it extended, and we're going to lift and lower by squeezing that right buttock. Lift and lower. It's not a big movement. Don't start to use your back to do it. It's a bottom squeeze to get it up and bring it down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down, slide it in, shift the weight over onto the right leg. Think about the length in the spine, little hinge forward in the hip, soft right knee. We're going to slide the left leg back and then to the side. Back and to the side. Keep the toe light but connected with the floor to start. When you're ready, float the toe up off the floor and slide back and to side. Keep that length through the spine, that connection in the lower abdominals. You want the work in this supporting right side. And then we're going to leave the leg extended and we're going to lift and lower. Squeezing that left buttock. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, slide the leg back in, lengthen back up to the ceiling, turning back to the front. We're going to stay soft through the knees and we're going to slide the left leg out to the side. We're going to pick the toes off the floor so we've got a nice flexed foot, toes back towards you. We're going to take the leg out to the side, so we're going out and back. Keep the leg quite high, but try not to move through the body as you do this. Okay, keep the body anchored over the supporting leg. And we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Bring that down, shift sides. Take the weight over, but keep it over the supporting side. Lift the toes off the floor, flex them back towards you. Take the leg out to the side and back. Try not to come all the way back to this position. Keep the leg working by keeping it away from the body. For 5, 4, 3, nice and tall through the spine, connected. And 1, come down, shake out the legs, and you are done. That's a nice little routine. It's quite short, but it's working all the areas you need to help improve your balance. So enjoy and let me know how you get on.